Now, I usually don't do a serious trigger warning for my content, but I feel the need to do so with this one because it's a different level of disturbing, right? What you're about to see here is what I can only describe as the byproducts of the most dysfunctional, the most degenerate and vile culture that I believe we have seen so far. And again, I was born in this day and age, so I can only move from the context of what I know. In my entire lifetime, I have never seen or been exposed to anything that has created this. Now, these are innocent babies, but they are the byproduct of narcissistic and traumatized individuals who have allowed for this to happen. This, folks, is the ghetto culture. And sometimes when I speak of the ghetto culture, it might come off as maybe he's taking this a little too far. Maybe it's not that serious. Some people say it's really not that deep. And then moments like this go viral. So all of us get to see exactly what the byproduct, exactly why that dude in the black shirt is always screaming and yelling at the damn mic, feeling some type of way. This is why I feel some type of way. Let's get into it. And I'm going to try my best to just play it through because I have not been able to do so. The first time, second time I watched it, I couldn't watch it through. I couldn't. I was disturbed. Now, I'm going to play it. And again, I'm going to do my best to play it through. I don't know if I can play the music in the background because it's copywritten and UMG or whoever the hell it is does not play about that. So I will essentially just say the lyrics for y'all after it plays out. The first thought that went through my head as it's played again, which actually didn't pass the first two times, is the fact that there is an adult in that room filming this happening. And they're not doing it to expose what's happening. They're doing it in celebration of what's happening, hoping that this video does exactly what it did, which is go viral. That's the first thing I'm going to say straight off the bat. Before I read out the lyrics, before I give full context of what the hell y'all just saw, and some of y'all are probably like me, like your jaw's on the floor. You're like, what the? I watched this now for a third time and still, like, it's not registering necessarily. This is how far we've gone. This is how far that fall actually is. This is dark, folks. This is really, really dark. Now, there is an adult holding a camera filming kids singing these lyrics. Mind you, this is a song by an artist by the name of Sexy Red, artist I've mentioned a multitude of times, who I believe is a psyop. I believe that she is, she's an agent. She's at least an agent of chaos. At the very least that, if not an agent of the actual powers that be that are looking to continue to perpetuate this. And I'm not the dude who says, well, you know, the powers that be, they control everything. No, I still have a say what I feed into and what I don't. They ain't got no power over me. They might be the powers that be, but they ain't got no power over me. But there is no way that this right here was just an organic and natural thing, just an happening in our species. There is no way. So this is a song by an artist by the name of Sexy Red titled Rich Baby Daddy. Okay? Let me go ahead and read some of these lyrics out for y'all. Bend that ass over. Let that cookie breathe. I feel uncomfortable hearing a song like this as a grown man around my own parents. God honest truth. I would turn the song off so fast. This is a song that is being played at a kid's party for a little girl to perform. And I bet you it's her favorite song. How is it her favorite song? As a 3-4-year-old, how is that her favorite song? Because the people around her are so deeply narcissistic. Call it exactly what it is. Oh no, but they've been through some things. Yeah. So I guess that trauma led to narcissism, because what else would possess you to care so much about attention and nothing else that your child and their innocence means nothing to you. You will not protect your child. You will actually expose them to these elements and then expose what you have created to the rest of the world. That is nothing less than narcissism. Clinical. So let me continue to read some of these lyrics. Shake that B, hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake that for Drake. Now shake that for me. That's what that little 4, 3, maybe 5-year-old girl is singing. That's the messaging that she is exposed to. That's what her environment celebrates. Let me say it exactly as it. That's what her environment is celebrating. Now, I'm going to play this without even the sound on for a second take so y'all can just see the movements. Just the movements. And again, y'all can say, "Oh, you're analyzing kids." No, I'm showing you what these parents, so-called guardians, are exposing of their children to the world and what is being consumed by this culture. Mind you, I didn't even have to mention a race, but unfortunately, there's a specific demographic of people, a subculture within a quote-unquote culture that sees this right here as them, not just normal, that this is our culture. And these are the same people that will call you a weirdo. Same ones that will call you a lame. Same ones that call you a sellout. These very same ones. The ones who have children doing this. Let me go ahead and cue off that sound. The little girl bent down. I'm not going to show it again. You can go ahead and watch the video for yourself. The little girl bent. Where do you think they're learning this from, folks? Where do you think they're learning these gyrations? What do you think they're mimicking? What do you think they're mimicking? Is this Baby Shark? Is that Coco Melon? Is that where they're getting these? No, they're getting it from streetwalkers on record. The likes of a Sexy Red. Even Cardi B, in all of her promoted degeneracy, would not allow for her own child to hear the lyrics of her own song played out when she was live. I don't know if y'all remember, there was a video that went viral a while back. Cardi B is in a room. She is, doing what a professional 304 does, which is basically showing the world her cheeks. And her child starts to walk in a room. Little kid. They were still very, very little at the time. I don't know much about the family. Honestly, I'm not very interested, but I do care about what we're exposing our kids to. And the little kid walks in and you just see her run to that damn mic or that speaker and do all she could to turn it off to make sure that the next lyric of that song WAP would not play out loud. Even Cardi B, the one who created the song, can't even be proud enough of her work, is disgusted by her own messaging to the point where she can't even have her own child listening to it. And yet you got this right here. Now, look, I don't know if this is in the hood or not, because frankly, that's insulting to some folks who live in the hood who maybe, you in Section 8 housing or something like that. Maybe you're going through a hard time, or maybe you just grew up or were raised or born into that cycle and you look to break out of that cycle. So I'm not going to necessarily say that, but this is a hood mentality. This is a ghetto mentality, right? I can almost guarantee that the fathers are lacking. There aren't many dads in the picture here, at least not the present ones, at least not those who give a damn. Now, there's baby daddies. The literal song is called Rich Baby Daddy. The literal song is called Rich Baby Daddy. There's definitely baby daddies in the picture. Are they in attendance? Likely not. I can almost guarantee, and this ain't a slight to say, see, this is what women do and this. No, it's to say this is a broken society. This is a broken peoples. This so-called subset, because we like to call it a sub genre or subculture, but this is what's being promoted as the mainstream. That's why there's even a level of resonance. That's why when we see this, we're shocked, but there's also still connotations in our head. There's connections to say, oh, yeah, that's what I had to walk away from. That's what I had to tear myself. That's what I had to change my whole life about in order not to be a part of that. The only reason we even have to go there mentally is because we know that this is being promoted as the mainstream culture. And I'm not going to blame the white man anymore. I'm not going to blame the Jewish man anymore. Why? Because these individuals are making their own grown folk decisions, exposing their own babies to this filth. That's what's going on. Yes, I'm pissed off today. Yes, I'm pissed off. This pisses me off every single time I watch it. But it has to be talked about. It has to be said. Because there's no way we break ourselves completely away from this until it is buried in the ground, absolutely gone. It is shamed to its absolute end. We celebrate it. We have allowed for it to exist. Oh, but people just having fun. People just let them have fun. I bet that's what the devil tells you every day. It ain't nothing but some fun. Just have some fun. That's what I thought it was when I was an addict. It was just man, just let me have some fun. You don't want nobody to have some fun. Let's read some of the comments. I want to see what the pulse of the people is, because this right here, Simple Fire. Now, even look, if the party ain't like this, don't invite me. That's the original post. That's the original. So again, there is already somebody with this mentality right here, and somebody agrees with that mentality. The fact they're actually shaking is crazy. Sexy Red is doing irreversible damage. Yeah, we can. Okay, Sexy Red is doing irreversible damage, but guess who else is? The market for Sexy Red. Because the only reason the Sexy Red exists is because there's a market. Oh, but the Jewish man is selling Sexy Red. The only reason they can sell her is because she exists. When are we going to take some damn accountability? The only reason she exists is because somebody's willing to buy the damn product. That's why. Because the Sexy Red is willing to do what she does and distribute the narcotics that she does in the form of the music that she sells. That's why. Failed parenting. Yes. Imagine this, your kids growing up to a ratchet ghetto. Yep. This is very, just really so effing disturbing. Thank you. So we got humans here. Oh, that's hilarious. Tommy Sotomayor, only people like this is Peter. Okay. Yep. Well, yeah, I can't show that word, but it's true. These people are actualizing the kids. That's exactly right. Praying for the kids immediately as much as we enjoy music there. I'm going to take this off the screen real quick, just in case some things pop up, because you know it's X, so you never know what's going to pop up. So just to make sure this video, this video stays up all day. Black people don't stand a chance. Not these ones. That's not us. Y'all know. I got plenty of folk who look like, y'all know this is not us. This is not us. That's not our culture. We don't subscribe to it. We don't want anything to do with it. We disown it completely. Praying for these children immediately. As much as we enjoy music, we should have guidelines on what we allow. As much as we enjoy music, the fact that you even are listening to it, it shows you, again, the market for Sexy Red shows you that there is a mentality, a deep-seated vile nature there, because all of her music is nothing more than programming to create streetwalkers and baby mothers, not husbands, not wives, baby mothers and baby fathers. That's what her music actually is. No cap, that party looks fire, gonna be there, or it's not going my way. Agent. Leaked, somebody said leaked government document. Yep. CIA and FBI fund this degeneracy to keep the private prisons full. This is why nobody respects these this degenerate behavior is just passed on. Yeah. This is sad. Y'all so dramatic. This is cute. Oh, interesting. Who is this? Aisha. Oh yeah, well of course you're OF. Okay. Yep. There's a Drake joke that just writes itself here. Stereotypes exist for a reason. This dumb video again, the parents fail these kids. Parents need to set boundaries with their kids, and it ain't it. To set boundaries with their kids. No, they need to move different. She was illing it though. Interesting. I wish people was like, I wish we could see behind every avatar to see who's really saying these things and who really feels the type of way. So we know who to put on them lists. Y'all know the lists I'm talking about. Little red dots. They'll be pregnant or in jail by the time they're 15. I do not doubt it. Estimate somehow they're going to say it's the father's fault. But every other race has single mothers too, and their kids don't be doing this ish. That's an interesting observation. I'm going to say this. All races, all ethnicities, because we're all one race, the human race. All ethnicities, backgrounds of people, etc., will do significantly better with two parents in a household, preferably married parents, or, there's some level of genuine, true commitment that bonds the parents. Every person, human being, will do better in that structure. But there is something to be said about why is it that it seems like folks like us just accept certain things more so. Right? I'm not saying that the white folks and the Asian folks, growing up in single mother households are not doing the same things, but let's be honest here. Let's just tell the damn truth. Why don't we see as much of this happening or even being exposed to the world? This is a person who filmed it and put it on the internet for the public to see. I just did a video recently of a mother who lost her child, Lil Ronnie's baby mama, who lost her 5-year-old daughter. And on the live, they're twerking, they're doing all types of degenerate, dysfunctional stuff, smoking, drinking, whatever. And some people say, oh, we have different ways to grieve. Okay. Then explain to me the money phone and, oh yeah, we got us some money after the GoFundMe is up. Her baby girl is dead. And that's the response and reaction. And she puts this on the internet for the world to see because she celebrates it. You don't put something out that you don't stand behind, that you don't stamp. You don't put something behind. If somebody film you in a moment, that's something different, maybe. But hopefully you're not doing things that you wouldn't stamp in the first place. I move through life like grandma's about to see a video of everything that I'm doing. God honest truth. But I'll be damned. I would be damned if I was to film something like this and publish it to the world unless I wanted some sort of positive affirmation from it. There's no other, unless I'm looking to expose it or send it into the police to say, look what's going on, or, to certain organizations, right? Child protective services or something like that. Something's off here. Something's completely off. Let me read just a couple more. This is cool to y'all. Yep. Thank you, bro. This is cool to y'all. Exactly. Really? Ain't funny about this. Y'all weird. Yep. This is depressing. These generations of blacks be fooling too much in this country. Single mothers everywhere. Cooked generation. Amazing. Black culture. She grew up on Sexy Red, black culture at its finest. And again, I sometimes hate to use the phrase in just black culture because it's the easiest thing to point to. But when you look at it, it is ghetto culture and it's being adopted by many black folks. It's being adopted by folks around the world. Honestly, you go to Asia now and you see a lot of these ghetto tropes that are now being regurgitated. Not to say they didn't have their own gang cultures and things of that nature, but you now have this type of behavior that y'all see playing right here on loop. This little girl is a performer. She is, she's a light, but they're turning the light into darkness. She is being conditioned to become a Sexy Red. Sexy Red may be a person who would have been a personality regardless, but she used her power for evil. Oh, evil is too extreme, but no, it's evil. It's evil. It's darkness. It's wickedness. That's what she promotes. Bend that ass, B. Let that, breathe. Shake that, B. Hands on your knees. That's using it for what? For fun and entertainment, right? Her instructions are for you to animalize yourself, to dehumanize yourself. Do y'all not know we already have such a pervasive problem of kids getting a pervasive problem? And then this is what you're going to push. And this is what you normalize. I got to clock out on this one. I might have to do a part 2 or something like that. I got to clock out on it because, again, y'all going to make your own conclusions, and folks are going to do what the hell they're going to do. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, there's going to be folks who still look to defend this. When it's all said and done, there's going to be somebody out there who still looks to find something there to just excuse away. They're just having fun. It ain't about the damn kids. It's about who it is that is letting and allowing this to happen. Those individuals need to be held absolutely accountable. And the culture that pushes and promotes this needs to be eradicated. Not questioned anymore. Not looked at and inquired about. What is this? No, it needs to be gone. It needs to be done with. I made a video a while back, said the end of ghetto culture. And that was a proclamation. I knew it wasn't going to end that day, that moment. But I said, as long as I have life in me, this thing right here will not stand. Because it only creates more of itself. Suffering, destruction, chaos, dysfunction, toxicity. And that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there, or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up. You know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises. You get to praising.